Hello guys, and welcome to my channel, Crafted by God. I'm here to show you how I'm going to make this rotini pasta dish. The menu for tonight is rotini pasta, cauliflower. I have here 4 bags of frozen cauliflower. 3 of these bags came from different stores, but it's still the same thing, frozen cauliflower. Gonna make some garlic bread out of this bread that came from Publix. Just some basic grain bread. I'm gonna be using 3 boxes of the rotini pasta that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Actually, my plan tonight was to make wheat spaghetti. I thought I purchased it, guys. I apologize, but I actually did not. And I'm not going to run to the store. I'm just going to use what's in the pantry. Okay, so the ingredients that I'll be using tonight, I'll be using some olive oil. This is some extra virgin olive oil. I'll be using some onion powder, some Mrs. Dash salt-free all-natural seasoning, mushrooms. These are just some mushroom pieces and stems, garlic powder, a little rosemary, oregano, and I'll be also using some crushed tomatoes, which is just basically tomatoes pureed, and some yellow peppers, red peppers, and onions. Purchase these already prepped. For the sake of time, I like to use these when I don't really have time or want to cut up bell pepper and onions and all of that, but I don't mind doing it. But if I go to the store and they're not readily available where I like to shop, I always keep some in the freezer. Now here is 2 medium onions already cut and sliced, so I like a lot of onions. We love onions around here. Here is the mushrooms already rinsed and prepped. Here is some black beans that I've already rinsed and drained. Here I'm using about 2, I believe, 15-ounce cans. And some of the seasonings that I've already measured. This is going to be ground turkey. And tonight I'm going to be using some pork sausage. I don't eat pork sausage very often, mainly because for health reasons. But I am going to be using it tonight. Just can't eat it every day. This is by Guatney, and this is Kirkwood. Just 2, let me see, this is a 16-ounce tube right here. And I forgot the size of this, but you can get this at your local grocery store. 12 ounces, there it is. 12 ounces. This is already thawed, so I'm getting ready to cook it. I already have my water boiling for the pasta. I'm just going to turn it down so that it'll be ready. And I have my pot prep for the cauliflower that I'm going to steam. But I'm actually going to have to move this to the back because I'm going to go ahead and cook my meat. Okay, now guys, I have already started cooking the sausage. So I've measured 1 tablespoon of olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil, and so I'm going to add it to my water now. And the reason I'm doing that is just to help prevent the pasta from sticking. I am boiling it on high. I've already seasoned my water. I seasoned it with garlic powder, but I didn't add any salt, because my seasoning tonight is going to be just the Mrs. Dash, as far as, you know, the more potent seasoning. And of course, pork already has sodium in it, so I don't want to add any more sodium to our food. It's important that you make sure that you thoroughly cook pork. Once this is done, I'm going to drain it, and then I'm going to cook the turkey, the ground turkey. There's going to be some residue left in the pan, of course, and that's going to help season the ground turkey as well. Okay, so now I am draining the pork sausage. What I prefer to use is turkey sausage, but the grocery stores that I normally shop at, they didn't have any available. So I'm going to be using the pork sausage. So next I'm cooking the ground turkey. I've already drained up all of the grease from the sausage, the pork sausage. See how much is left over? I don't want that in my food. So I've already drained that off, and I'm going to sit this to the back, let it cool so I can pour that out, discard that later. Drain the pork sausage that's sitting here, and cooking the ground turkey. Gonna make sure this is done as well. It's important to keep an eye on your pasta so that it doesn't stick, which is doing great. This is a pretty good pot, so I really don't have a lot of issues with it sticking, but I still like to make sure. I'm still boiling this on, and I don't want this to overcook. I don't like overcooked pasta, and I'm not going to be baking it. Now, if I were baking it, I would just cook it al dente, meaning I wouldn't cook it completely. I would just cook it enough that once it starts to bake, it will finish baking. Guys, so now I have drained the ground turkey as well. It's cooked as much as I want it cooked for now. Don't want it overcooked, so I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to turn it down, and I'm going to add the ground sausage. Alright, stir that up, mix it up well. Really don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it because when I put my seasonings in here, then I'm going to stir it anyway. So now for my seasonings. Okay, actually guys, I forgot I wanted to cook my onions and peppers first. So I have set aside the turkey and the sausage in this right here, and I don't think I'm going to need any oil. Well, maybe a little, but just add a dash of olive oil. Okay. And I'm going to cook the peppers. And the onions. Going to turn the heat up. Turn the heat up. Onions. A very large colander that can handle all of this pasta. So I'm rinsing the pasta off to get the extra starch off. And when you're going to serve a hot dish, you rinse it with hot water. And of course, when you're going to serve a cold dish, you rinse it. And I really do regret that I don't have the wheat pasta, because I'm slowly working my way back to that. I've gotten off of eating wheat pasta, but I know I need to get back on that. On my ex-husband's side, on my children's father's side, diabetes really runs in their family, and so pasta is one of those things that is really not good. It's a couple of family members on my side that have it, but it's very heavy on their father's side. So yeah, so I'm gonna let that drain. Moving right along. Now the onions and peppers have cooked enough to my liking. I don't want them mushy. All right, so I'm gonna add the crushed tomatoes now. Stir that in a bit. Then I'm gonna add the black beans. Turn it down. The Mrs. Dash. The onion powder. Garlic powder, oregano, and rosemary. All right, gonna give this a gentle stir. Guys, I've already added more of the crushed tomatoes, because if you remember from the beginning of the video, I said 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of water and blend that in well, stirring it gently. Alright, and then I'm going to add the mushrooms. These are already pre-cooked, so I didn't cook these with the rest of the veggies because they're already done. So I'm mixing these in. I mean, it won't really hurt anything if if you do, but it's not necessary. Alright, and the final step is to add the meat. Okay guys, the meat sauce is done. It's completely done. I want to emphasize to you guys that this sauce that I made is basically a recipe that I made up. I make a lot of pasta dishes in many different variations, but I pretty much came up with a recipe to share with you guys that would be simple, pretty easy and straightforward, as well as the seasonings. You can season to taste, you can add more, you can, if you prefer to season with salt, you can do so. If you need more of the ingredients that I used, just season to taste. The cauliflower is now steamed and ready. Okay, it's not overcooked. And the bread is toasted and ready. And so now I'm gonna plate this. Okay guys, here it is, all plated and ready. Here is the meat sauce. You can see the black beans and the red peppers, yellow peppers, onions, mushrooms. Also the the cauliflower in the Cauliflower's family. But yeah, there's the cauliflower and the toast, garlic toast. All right guys, that's it. Looking forward to dinner. Everyone has been patient while I've been doing this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like, comment, share. And until next time, guys, be blessed. Peace and love. Love you. Thank you so much for watching.